Well, the other big story we're tracking, the rupee slides past the 86 mark and has opened at a record low. The rupee weakened by 5 paise to open at 86.20 against the US dollar. It closed at 85.97 on Friday. Meanwhile, the dollar index is 0.16% higher at 109.83. And as far as Brent crude is concerned, it's up 1.50% to $80.96. My colleague Sakshi has been tracking the latest developments for us. She joins us live at the moment. Sakshi, the Indian currency has hit 86 for the first time. We've understood this. Take us through the reasons behind the larger trend of this devaluation.
Absolutely. So the rupee has weakened to an all-time low. The rupee trades past the 86 rupee to the dollar mark and has weakened to an all-time low for the first time ever. Now the factors really, the key factors that impact the rupee, the Indian rupee, are of course the dollar index and oil prices. Here we have seen dollar index, the dollar index trade near a 2-year high, and we've seen oil prices hit a fresh 4-month high. So both these factors really coming in together at the same time, impacting and hurting the Indian currency. However, keeping that aside, the other key factor really is volatile equity markets. Volatile equity markets also are denting sentiment at large in the equity as well as currency markets, and we have seen the impact there as well with a continued FI selling at large. So all these factors coming in together at the same time really impacting the Indian currency. And what happens when a currency weakens? Well, the pressure is on inflation. So crucial to note here that going forward, there will be the spotlight on inflation as far as experts and analysts are concerned. And the pace at which the Indian rupee has weakened is also interesting to note here. Remember, just in October, we have seen levels such as 84, 85. 3 weeks ago, we have seen fresh lows for the Indian currency. And now we see fresh lows and fresh weakening again. All of this also coming together at the oil and the currency market, also hurting the equity market. So markets also sliding with both the Nifty and the Sensex tumbling over 1% in trade. And we have seen all sectoral indices trade firmly in the red.
Thanks so much, Sakshi, for joining us with the lowdown. As Sakshi is reporting, the Sensex crashed over 800 points and extended its losses into the 4th day. But Sakshi, what's spooking the markets? Essentially, any top 5 points you can give us?
Quite a few reasons really that are impacting the stock markets, but the key reason when we speak to analysts alike, the key reason at the moment is continued FI selling. Remember, we have been witnessing FI selling over the past few weeks, and that really continues to pressurize the Indian stock markets. Apart from, of course, volatile oil and currency markets, this really is the key reason. Now, leaving that aside, strong US economic data also dents hope as far as the pace at which the Fed rate cuts were earlier anticipated. So slower rate cuts from the US Fed anticipated, and this will also impact the Indian markets going forward. So these really are the key reasons why we've seen markets trade in the red firmly.